What's up, party people? I need to adjust the camera, but how you doing? All right, hey, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Oh man, my camera's still crooked. I think it needs to be this way, right? Let's see. I'm gonna try to fix it. It's always that thing when you start cleaning your office and then with the vacuum cleaner you just hit the leg of the camera and you're like, no! I need to set up everything again. I think it's still crooked, but you won't notice. I'm just gonna go over here and you won't notice. Anyway, how you doing? Are you doing fine? Today we will learn Neovim. Neovim. See, I can't even open it. Fun. Wait, I need to change the appearance. So yeah, I've been learning Neovim and it has been very, very tough. Let me create a new profile here for like screaming. Screaming is fine. Screaming is what we're doing here. And I'm gonna make it super big. And not. Okay. Other actions as a photo. So, where do I change the session? Session profile. Profile. Screaming. Okay. Is this? It's not really bigger, is it? Screaming. Wait. Item. Profile. Screaming. Yes. Neovim. Okay, that's better. Now we can see it, right? Okay. Well, so I installed Neovim and I installed LazyVim. I don't know, last Thursday. And ever since I tried to set it up in a way that I can actually use it, I am not there yet. But it's getting there. So let's just open development. And let's open our, what should we open? The habit tracker. All right, okay, cool. So now I have it here. Actually, I need some water, but I'm gonna grab some water. But yeah, so my biggest problem basically is like, how do I navigate in this thing? You know, how do I open multiple? Oh shit! See, I already closed something. Yeah, I'm completely fucked now. Where am I? I just pressed the button. Fuck. Okay. Calm yourself. So I pressed the button, and all of a sudden I'm thrown out of the thing, the project. How do I go back to the project? I can go back. Also, the cool thing is, it's amazing. It's really amazing. Like, the key maps I set up, they don't work in all the modes. Although I am in a mode now. I'm in normal mode. So if I click, like man. Hello. I need some water. All right, that's another. Somebody stole my bottle. Okay. All right. Yeah. So my biggest problem with Neovim so far is just that I use Colmac as a keyboard layout. And that means that I don't have the traditional layout, you know, where you have like H, J, K, L, you know, where they're supposed to be. But they're completely different. They're like left, up, left, right. Like, you know, they're basically, like if this is your keyboard, okay, and then usually you have like here, I think, here. So these are like your H and everything keys, right? And usually like in Neovim you can also, I found it completely stupid that like your index finger has this little bump here, so your hand rests here, right? But then like this is where I would think that Neovim would then put the default keys, but no, you need to shift your entire hand like one finger up. And that makes it completely, like, why? Why do I have to change the resting position of my four fingers to navigate, which is probably what you do like 99% of the time in Neovim, just navigating around. Why do I need to change my fingers like one up and then I have the things here? And I can understand that because your pinky, like when it's in the resting mode, your pinky is on the semicolon, the column button here. Not sure whether you can see that. But you know, like this is how you would normally do it. And then like, because whatever, like you can't use the column. Well, maybe, yeah, because the column you use for starting the command, right? Like colon Q or something. But yeah, so they just changed it one out. I don't know. I still find it stupid. But okay, I understand now with the column. Anyway, but yeah, my problem basically is that I don't use QWERTY, you know. So like actually, if I wanted to navigate with the same keys, like, okay, my index finger is still here, I think, at H. And then, like, up is somewhere here. I don't know what actually happened here. No, you should not access my network volume. Yeah, whatever is happening here. Okay. And then, like my one finger is down, like if I want to navigate, right? Like one finger is down, one finger is up, and then the other one is completely somewhere here. So, that's already, you know, then I'm like, all right, that shouldn't be a problem with Neovim because it's an incredibly customizable thing and you can just override the defaults, but fuck no. Like, first of all, I don't know how I get into this project thing. Let's just go back. Let's do this again. All right, okay, I'm in my project. And then, like, I set it up now with key maps that I remap the keys from QWERTY to the Colmac kind of thing, you know. So like now I use Colmac, so I can now use like these 4 buttons to actually navigate. Well, actually these 4 buttons, right? Because I still need to shift one up. Because if you try to change the location of the up, down, left, right columns, everything fucking breaks, man. You know, because I didn't want to do the shift up. So I wanted to keep my hands in the rested mode, you know, but that means that you need to change all the buttons, all the 4 up, down, left, right buttons. You need to change them to completely different keys, and that just breaks everything. So anyway, I kept them at that little angle, right? But I remapped the key. So now I can actually, as you can, well, you can't see it. Ah, yeah. So this is amazing because I set up this shit last week and it already completely forgot about it. I don't know why. Okay, let's go. Let's go to close this. Let's go to Neovim, config Neovim, right? And in here, I have config key maps. Of course, there's a fucking swap file again. Let's recover the swap file. That's another thing. I save a file and it becomes a freaking swap file. Okay, I understand what swap files are, but you know, as long like if I save my swap file, it should actually save and remove the swap file, right? But it doesn't. So I can look up help. Okay, I go for help. Swap, right? And well, you can see the name of the current swap file by SV app name, or SW, sorry. And that's all fine, but I just want to disable this shit. Just let me change the file in place. Well, I'm not sure whether that goes, but whether that works. But that's my other issue. Like when I change something in the Neovim config here, and then I save it and I save quit with it. Yeah, I wouldn't remap them. On Dvorak, up down is physical CV keys, and it's not problem at all. CV. Yeah, for me they're on the other side now. But yeah, I mean, I just need to remap them because otherwise my fingers are like doing this every time I want to go up down. Like it's completely stupid. So yeah, I just use the errors right now. Okay, ops swap file false. All right, let me do that. So wait, okay, I'm in my browser options, and then what I like, there are many things I like about Neovim, right? But you know, for example, I can just press O and it starts a new line underneath the current line and in editor mode. So that's pretty cool. I like that kind of stuff. So let's do vim opt swap file false. All right, save. And let's just close the whole thing. Let's reopen it. Okay. And now if I go to key maps, all right, and yeah, so again, if I'm in, yeah, so in my editor, I can go up and down, I can go right, I can go left. Again, I always need to move my hand slightly to the side, but that works. Okay, and I can change something, I can save it, and then if I'm in the here in the file explorer, yeah, it already doesn't understand my key maps anymore. Like the key maps are different. So if we go to key maps, I think maybe the issue is that I don't have here the mode. So maybe it's only normal. So now my thing begins, right? Like what I know from Z is how to create multiple cursors. So you can just, you know, in Z, I could just create a cursor on this line, this line, this line, this line, and so on. And I can easily edit all of these lines at once, right? I tried to do that in Neovim. I couldn't make it to work. I couldn't get it to work. So I go to visual. I'm in the visual mode now. And I select, I don't know. I can here. I go here, visual, and I select this. Okay, like the map and the two quotes. Now what I heard is I can press star, and that shows me all the same like selections, so to say. That's cool. But how do I select them? Because how do I select, you know, also I want to select only maybe the first 5 and not the rest. Only like, you know, a couple of occurrences. And I heard that you can do, so I have star now, and I can go G, I press G, and then you can do N, search forwards and select. That's what I want. So I press N. It's CV, Control V. Okay, hang on. V block. Wait. So let's go back. So I'm in normal mode. Okay, so this way, yeah, okay. CV might work here. Control V. Yeah, so I did that. Now I can select the block here. But what if they're not together, right? Like maybe there's like here, there's some like spaces in between. Right, and I still want to go here. I do Control V. Yeah, and now like I'm selecting the empty line. That's not what I want, right? I just want to select the occurrences of this. So, you know, now it should actually select this. And again, I can do star, and now I have all the occurrences. Okay, cool. But now how do I select these occurrences? So I'm gonna press leader. Oh, I'm not sure what's happening here now. So nothing is happening. I can, yeah, GN, search forwards and select. Yeah. the cool thing is here, because again, I use Colmac, if I press N on my Colmac keyboard, it doesn't actually connect to the N that it's supposed to go here. Like it's, so I go G, and then I press N on the QWERTY keyboard. Oh, and that just went up. Amazing. G. Okay, I'm gonna press the real N. You don't need to select the occurrences. Instead, try CGN. You'll place inside the selection. And then use dot to repeat with other selected instances. Okay, you don't need selected occurrences. So instead, try CGN. I think that's control, right? So I'm gonna, everything is normal. Everything is normal here. So control G messages. No. Or maybe you meant CGN. Okay, C G N. Okay, that removed the current CGN. Okay, not control CGN. Yeah, okay. So now, okay, now I have, this is removed. Wait, let me undo this. So CGN, interesting. So it removed everything up to the comma. And now I can do map. What I wanted to do is actually X and normal mode. And this goes away, and this goes here. So in normal mode and in the editor, I want to remap these and the visual. So V. Okay. All right. Okay. So first of all, let me try what Max told me. So now I have this change, and now Max said, and then use dot to repeat with other selected instances. Okay, do I press dot? No, I press exit, and then I press dot, and nothing happens. Quit the edit mode first. I did, right? Quit. Okay, let's try this on this line. So, by the way, can you see, is the text big enough to see it? You know, otherwise I can always make it bigger. Okay, so I'm gonna do what you told me again. I'm gonna do, so I'm here, right, on the second line. I do CGN, and then I just write what I want, N X V, and close bracket. Okay, and now I do escape. So I'm in normal mode. I do dot. Oh, and it inserted a comma. And I don't know how to go with it. Okay. No, I was missing a quote here. All right. Yeah, so now I edited these two. So need some crazy suggestion, but Practical Vim by Drew is an amazing book and helps with the Vim journey, but mostly applies if you're unfamiliar with the modal editing motions. All right. Well, can I condense Practical Vim into 5 minutes where I just understand how to do this shit? That would be nice. Okay, Max, I'm gonna do this what you told me. I'm gonna select only a word. So I'm gonna, well, actually CGN selected everything until the comma, but it's fine. We can also do that. So CGN. Now I have something. I'm just gonna do foo. All right, and then closed, whatever. Escape, and I press dot. Oh, that actually worked. Okay. And then I do dot again. I jump to the next occurrence. That's pretty cool. Okay. Can I also skip one? If I do something like shift dot or something? Because sometimes I don't always want to change all the occurrences because, you know, you might have N. Okay, I'm going to do N. And dot. Okay, now N dot. Okay, cool. Okay, that worked. So I can skip lines now. That's awesome. Okay, let me just undo this. Undo. Yeah. So in this situation, I just want to replace the quote with our curly bracket thing, right? So maybe I do that. I do CGN only on the, okay, well, it selected the whole map. How do I select only the quotes? Only these two, maybe three with a comma. So maybe Control V gives me the block. And if I do insert now, no, enter. No. But that's cool. Like a block like that's also cool. Again. Okay. You need to select first. Try this. Okay, I'm gonna try that. So I'm gonna I'm gonna search. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So try this. I selected it now, so it's highlighting only the quotes. Enter. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's the same way as we did previously, right? Where I went into visual mode, I selected the quotes, and I did star. Okay, right. Let's go. Okay, practical Vim. I will check it out. Thank you. What's that? Practical Vim. Alrighty. Okay. Ah, it's from PracProc. Very good. $27. Okay. Let's see. All right, cool. So I selected this thing now, and I'm just gonna do our insert, and yeah, I'm gonna remove this, and I'm gonna do our change, and now I do exit, and I do dot. No, that didn't work. Okay, undo. That didn't work, unfortunately. Yeah. Select and CGN. Oh, okay. So again, visual, select, and then yeah, how do I select all these occurrences again? Was there a way to do it? Well, okay, I'm gonna do it your way. Like you told me here, search, and then search for the empty quotes. I hit enter. All right, and now it selected this one. Wait, undo. You don't select them. You do the CGN thing again. I don't select them. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I just go CGN on this body. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Exit, and then dot. Ah, it worked. Why did it work now? All right. Okay. Let's try that again. I wanna understand why that worked. Okay, so I just go on this thing here. CGN N X V exit, and I think the trick was that I went back to the beginning and I pressed dot. Yeah. Okay, that worked. Because if I do CGN. Okay, and now if I'm in the end and I press dot, oh, it also worked. Okay, interesting. And if I want to skip one, I press N and I do X. Cool. Dot. All right. Why did that work? What did this do? C. Okay, and then it told me G. G is... Where's G? Last line? No. Oh. C. +6 key maps. That's what it told me. Okay, so more key maps. Okay, and then you told me N, but there's no N in here. But it's change. Okay. Change, go to next. All right. CGN works now only because previously you already marked those quotes as text for selection. Interesting. Okay. How can we reproduce that? Undo. Okay. So what happens if I just do this here? And yeah. Okay. It works here too, but maybe that's what you meant, Max, that I first make sure that the oh, okay. So first I need to I need to select them first using the star command. So let's do something else. Let's do I don't know, something completely different. Like only the last year, like the last quote and the closing brackets. So I would select those. I would press star, and this way I can tell Neovim these things are selected. Now I press escape and CGN, and I'm just gonna, do something that's invalid, but doesn't matter. Exit dot dot dot. Okay. All right. And now let's try this one without the selection first. So I go to visual mode. Also, there's a delay in the visual mode when I go to the right, which is interesting. There's no delay if I go up or down, but if I go to the right, there's a delay. Interesting. Maybe I should just use the arrow keys. Yeah. Okay, what we wanted to try is like we select these. No, we don't select them. We just change this part. Oh, interesting. Wait, I want to change. Help. Oh, delays because LazyVim has so many compound key mappings. Yeah, that could be. Yeah. Yeah, the errors work, so I'm happy with them errors. I don't like this moving of your hand anyway. I don't know, maybe not sure whether I will get used to that. I had that also, like I used to have the Moonlander, the split keyboard, and there also you had all the arrow keys. Yeah, you had to have a second layer, I believe. Oh, how was it? I think I had dedicated errors, but it also had the errors in line of your normal keyboard. So you could just press a modifier button and then, whatever was under your fingers here would become errors. And I could never get used to it. Like I'm not used to pressing the middle finger and the ring finger for going up and down. It's just unnatural for me. I don't know. I tried to move it to the index finger and the middle finger to like going up and down, and the other ones were right left, but that also didn't. It just all didn't work for me. And I know you get used to it and all, but eventually I just didn't care, honestly. Like, yeah, here you exactly you have the where's the layout? The for layout. Yeah, here you have like the default layout, and I changed that, is like you have the right index and middle finger for up and down, and then you have the left index and middle finger for going left and right. And like that didn't work for me at all. And then I moved everything to the middle layer kind of here, like, where you also do it with Neovim. Didn't work for me. Okay, again, like I could have, tried longer. I tried for 2 weeks, but there were also other things because I was not using Neovim. I was using, I think, Visual Studio Code at the time, and I always needed to go over to my mouse and change, because I was using my mouse, because Visual Studio Code and Z as well, you just use your mouse. And then if you always like go from this very big keyboard, you have to move your hand over to the mouse, do something, move back to the keyboard. Like that didn't work for me because usually I can kind of just move my hand to the mouse and back from the keyboard, and that was fine. Like now, yeah. But with the Moonlander, the whole distance just became half a meter. And then I was always kind of waving. So yeah, that just didn't work for me. I don't know. So yeah, I sold the thing again. It's a very good keyboard though, but not for me. No, I just have this. I just have this one here. It's like a 60 euro, maybe 70 euro keyboard. It's mechanical, and it's good. It was from Amazon. It's called Akko, AKKO 3068, and it has a built-in battery. It's actually quite heavy. You can do some modifications to it if you want to, like if you don't like the click of it, you know, if you're becoming a keyboard warrior. Yeah, you can like take it apart and add some extra padding if you want to make it a bit more quiet, but it's fine for me. And actually the keycaps are pretty shit, unfortunately, when you buy it, but okay. I put it in my travel suitcase, and then I unfortunately put something on top of it, something like a book, you know, or something that had some sharper edges. Like, I'm not sure whether it was a book, but maybe it was something metal. I don't know. I don't remember. But the sharp edge is actually kind of carved into the key tips, or what you call the what's it called? The keycaps, right? The keycaps. And then when I took it out to the back again, some of the keycaps just had these ridges, you know, and I couldn't get over that because I'm so used to just only feeling this one on your index finger, you know, this one spot where you know, okay, this is where the J is, or in my case, the middle finger. And then all of them kind of had that. So I was kind of blind with my fingers. So yeah, then I bought for like 30 euros. I bought new keycaps, and I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna put that in my travel case again without at least, like, I don't know, something around it. Yeah. Max says, I would love to test our keyworks like this, if not for this ideal breaker. I don't want to carry around anything besides my MacBook. Yeah, so I'm trying to get the most out of the default, so to say. Honestly, I love the MacBook, the M2 keyboard. It's amazing. Like, I got the 14-inch M2, that's what I'm having here. I think if I had the money, if I wanted to invest a bit more, I would get the 16-inch. Like, that was the only thing where I thought, well, I'm gonna travel a bit. You know, I'm gonna travel back and forth to Portugal from the Netherlands now, so I don't want to have a big chunky keyboard. But whenever you sit down, I kind of would like to have a bigger screen. That's my only problem. Hey, that's my only problem with the 14-inch. Otherwise, I love it. Like, it's fine. You can work on it. But for example, when I go to Portugal, I don't have an external display. I only work on my MacBook, and then it's just too small, you know, to work on it for like weeks. I'm not talking like an afternoon. You know, that's what I do here in the Netherlands, where sometimes I go to the co-work and then I only have my laptop, and that's fine. But in Portugal, it's for like weeks, and then I mean, I could buy an external monitor there as well, but then I have more stuff in my home. So anyway, that's why I think with the next one, if I buy the next MacBook, then I don't know, maybe in 2-3 years, I would buy the 16-inch, although it's like 1,000 euros more. It's a lot of money extra, but I think it will be worth the extra real estate, so to say. Yeah. Anyway, Neovim, right? Okay, so we learned that, oh, I can also, I know how to undo. I thought I know how to do undo. Wait. Redo. What was it? Redo. Yeah. No, I forgot how to do redo. I thought it was... Control R? No. Man. Okay, now everything's broken. Normal mode. Space. Why are you selecting something? Ah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, but I was so happy when I got this working with like changing between the key, the file explorer and the editor. Now I know how to do this, so that's pretty cool. The next thing, okay, sorry, Max, Control R. I did that. It didn't work. Yeah. Compared to an external display, even 16-inch feels too small. So I have an external monitor in several countries around the world. Maybe that's the way to go. Yeah, I mean, buying an external monitor is so much cheaper than buying a 16-inch MacBook Pro, right? Okay, let me go to keymax again. Okay, and we wanted to do redo, so I do control and just to make double sure, this is R. Okay, so I do control R, but it gives me already an add newest change. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe because we closed the file. I didn't really close the file though. Okay, but that gives us the opportunity to do the CGN thing again, which didn't work. Okay, because we need to select this. Okay, and now I'm just gonna do CGN, and I'm gonna add the normal mode, the X mode, the visual mode, right? Yeah, comma and closing quote, and I'm gonna do dot 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 dot. Good. So that should actually fix our issue, my issue, with having the navigation on HJKL, but then for Colmac. So I'm gonna save this one, and let's see. Yep, that did not work. Yeah, I don't know why. It's so weird. So here, like I'm pressing my L on Colmac. Well, actually, maybe that doesn't have a, but I can also do J and K. So J works, K doesn't. Whatever this is. Yeah, cool. I'm just opening shit. Yeah. So this is really weird, because in the editor, it now works. I can do left, right, down, up. Okay. I can even go to the file explorer with control, well, H, and in here, oh, K is actually the space thing. I also wondered why does the space, like the size change? Hello. Okay, well, K apparently changes the size, but then yeah. So I don't know why, but in the I think this is a Neo tree. In the Neo tree extension, my key maps don't work. The navigation key maps, right? Up and down. Like this is just opening file details. H actually works, but that's the same on Colmac and QWERTY. Then I have J, which is what's that now in? It's N, so that works. Interestingly enough. I mean, did I do something wrong here? Like, because what I have is, this is basically my layout. HNIEI. So this is my, where the four fingers are. And I have H is the same, so I didn't remap that. I have N, which is this one, because like this is Colmac, right? And in QWERTY, or QWERTZ, whatever, this is HJKL. So we need to do this mapping from H to H, so no mapping necessary. From N to J, this is what we're doing here. We needed to do from E to K, which we do here, and we do I to L, which we do over here. And then also some others, like J to E, K to N. So all the different mappings. And I did them in all the modes. Yeah. Yeah, Max, that's the whole point. I just wanna use my Colmac setup and like I just wanna have the default keys that you have with Neovim, that the default keys. I want to have them at the same position in Colmac as you have with QWERTZ or QWERTY. All right, that's my whole point why I'm remapping these keys. But I mean, why in the hell doesn't that work? And I do it for all the modes. I did it for normal mode, editor, and visuals mode. So just, you know, is it lazy Vim? Is that an issue? Like they also do a bunch of key maps, but I mean, this is the latest here. So actually one thing that I realized also what we could do is remap. Like I think it worked better if I do remap true, and then it worked better, I believe. But let me just delete these. And let's go here and select these. And then I'm gonna do CGN. And I'm gonna add remap true and close in brackets. Exit and redo this everywhere. Okay, let's try this. Yeah. So in the editor, it works. In, sorry, normal mode in the editor. All right, I can navigate with the keys. Boom, done. Now, if I go to Neotree, it doesn't work. Again, same old. So I guess I can only use, yeah, but that's shit. Because like, then I always need to go to the arrow keys. I mean, what's the point of having these keys then in the first place, right? Yeah. I mean, come on. Why is it so hard to change Neovim to a different key map, to a different keyboard layout? That's just bullshit, sorry. I mean, I'm trying here, right? I'm remapping everything. It would be greater actually if Lazy Vim would ask you. Like Lazy Vim would ask you, what's your keyboard layout, right? And then you say, well, I have Dvorak or I have Colmac. And then it would just be like, sure, you know, I'm just gonna do the mapping for you. That would be amazing. But now I'm trying this manually, and yeah, great. It's working in the editor, but they're not a Neovim, a Neotree. So, and that's gonna be an issue with everything, right? This is gonna be not only an issue with navigation, but yeah, I don't know if I go to the Neotree, for example, and like, okay, I can move around. What was that again? So what I wanted to do, well, I'm just gonna add a file. So that's a test tmp. Okay, and yeah. Well, the good thing is that it kind of respects it respects my remappings. So interesting. Now, what I meant is like my D is at the G of QWERTY. So actually I could create and delete the file here in Neotree. So it is respecting my layout somehow, but not when I have these special keys. I don't know, it's weird. Like it respects my D. Sorry for that. It respects my D key. Like it, you know, it changes it from G to D, but it doesn't respect my K. I don't know. Did we forget to map this? I don't know. I mean, here, this is a D. Yeah. Yeah, and then Neotree is the, like, deleting a file in Neotree is D, if I'm not mistaken. Oh wait, I'm not gonna do help. Yeah, I didn't want that. I wanted to Neotree. Also, I don't know, maybe you can tell me that. How do I jump to these sections? Maybe I can't, I don't know. But, you know, I have the help open here and I see, well, you know, this is commands, I guess, or mappings. Yeah, the thing with HJKL on Colmac is just, it's really weird. Like, you always need to go up, left, like, and I can't use it for, like, my hands would be like this. So wait, H is here, H, J, K, N L. So yeah, my hand would do something like, so H is the same, so this index finger is the same, and then J would go, I think, somewhere here or maybe there. So I would need to like left, up, and then K is down here, and then L is somewhere completely different. So it doesn't work for arrow keys. I mean, it works for commands, right? If you press it once and then it's fine. But I mean, for arrow keys, no way. Yeah. Control and this one. Okay, so I go here. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. That is cool. And I can jump back? No. I know GG is to the thing and capital G is to the bottom. Okay, so GG, and then we go to the commands. Yeah. All right, in Neotree, well, we wanted to do the the mappings, not the commands. So in here we have somewhere the delete. It was D, right? File actions. A for add, capital A for directory, D for delete, yeah. R for rename. Interesting. So let me close this. So if I do R, yeah, it actually lets me rename stuff. So that's so weird, right? Jump back to CT. Okay, cool. Let me try this again. Help. Neotree. Okay, and I jump to mappings. Oh, mappings. And then I do Control T. Ah, that's cool. It's just, there are also things where I'm wondering why, right? I mean, control, what's it called? Bracket? Like this thing? I think it's a bracket, right? Well, they're many brackets, but the square bracket. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, square brackets. Okay. So for jumping to something, it is control closing square bracket. But then for jumping back, it is not control opening bracket. Yeah. And I'm like, why? Like, why is it called? It doesn't make any sense, does it? Right? There should be some symmetry in these things, and then it would also be more intuitive. Like if you jump somewhere and you jump back, no, it's not jumping back. It's Command T. Yeah, Control T is not jumping back. Okay, sorry, then I got that wrong. Okay, no, makes sense. So it's a stack that you're opening, and then you can also jump in the stack around, and you can jump out of the stack. Okay. Yeah, maybe that becomes more clear when I code, right? If I ever get to this. CO and CI. CO. Help. Control O. I'm just opening a bunch of stuff here. Save changes. Yes. Oh, okay, whatever. So help Neotree. Okay, and I jump to commands. I open the stack. If you want, Control O and Control I. So Control O. That brought me back. Control I doesn't do anything. Well, it jumped up a bit. Yeah, Control O works. Control I. Maybe it's different on this in this setup. Yeah. Yeah. Try opening Vim and press. Okay, I'm gonna close Vim. Neovim. Okay, I'm gonna open Neovim. I'm gonna do Control O. No, that didn't. Ah, yeah. Is it O? Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's kind of like, and CI will work. I mean, help. Now my eye doesn't work anymore. I was here. Recursive mapping. Okay. We have a recursive mapping somewhere. Where? Well, I have remap true, so maybe that's the issue. Yeah, I guess. We can also remove this one again because it didn't really make a difference. So I'm gonna select this, star, and again, there was no way of selecting all of these, right? Or was there? Can I select, like, remove all of them? All the occurrences somehow? Delete? No. Well, I mean, delete works. Oh. Help. Moves one. Removes one. Yeah, CDN. Oh, wasn't that thing where I can do like C5DN, whatever, and then it deletes all of them? Let's redo this. Okay. There. So visual mode, select, escape, C, I don't know, 5D. Ah, damn it. I want to select them first. V. Select, star, and now exit, CDN. No. DGN. Sorry. DGN. Okay, that worked. Ooh. Yeah. That didn't quite work. Let's try this again. V. Select, star. I'm gonna go to the first occurrence. DGN. Yeah, but that okay, well, yeah. I also didn't want to include the last bracket. I only wanted to do this until here. So let's select. Okay, now I have it correctly selected. And if I now do DGN, oh yeah, and I can do redo. All right, good enough. Good enough. I mean, I like that in Z that you can select the next one and you can also skip the next one. Like, let me try. Like for example here, right? Let's see. Do I have something? Yeah, so in the router, right? I would go to plug, and I can do commands, whatever this is, I think D, and then it selected the next one, huh? Right? Ah, wait, you didn't say this. Let me boop boop. Okay, so here, like, I mean, it's multi-cursor, right? So that's something that Neovim, I guess, doesn't have. So that's something that Z and Visual Studio Code too. So you select something and then you command D, and then it selects the next one and the next one. And if you want to skip one, you do command N. Oh no, sorry. Command K and command D. And then it didn't select that one. Did you see that? Yeah. For replace D's for delete, GN's for next piece to find. All right. Yeah, and now I could, you know, do plug to something. It's all right. I mean, you get there with Neovim as well. You just need to change your thinking, you know. It's all right. All right. Okay, so yeah, we have found that our navigation doesn't work, so I'm not gonna use HJKL keys. I mean, yeah, again, there's apparently a recursive mapping for, well, K. Oh yeah, of course. Well, is it? I mean, E is mapped to K, and then K is mapped to N. Maybe that's the issue. But how would I change this? Is it remap too? No. Yeah, well, congrats. Trying to get Colmec to work with Neovim. But I guess because if I click K, that's the only. Well, L I'm also getting. I think L is the same issue here because I goes to L, L goes to I. Why is that actually? That's stupid. It shouldn't be A. No, sorry. Something is wrong here. Yeah, recursive mapping. So hang on. I mean, Jesus, now I need to think. How does kill my... So N is here. Yeah. What? Oh, also recursive mapping there. Yeah, we fucked something up. No, I can't get into the I anymore. Oh wait, one of them is incorrect. So L... Yeah, L goes to I, not I to L. That's stupid. I'm just gonna remove the I for now. Wait, I think maybe I need to close this. Okay, does it not work? Yeah, okay, so I can go back into insert mode, that's good. Wait, yeah, I need to do this the other way around. So L becomes I, that's what I need. So this one, wait, I'll learn how to duplicate something. Yank and insert. No, that was the wrong one. Yank and P? Yes, P. That one. Because, yeah, so L becomes I. That's correct. Yeah. Do we have any more recursive mappings? I don't think so. Because, yeah, I mean, we have N. Wait, N doesn't become J. What? Sorry, I got these from the internet, and I think they're all wrong. Because N becomes K. And then E becomes F. K becomes E. Man, somebody really didn't understand what Colmec is here, and I didn't see that. Yeah, weird. Anyway, I can do that myself later as well. Let's maybe, like, my other questions rather. I have two questions. First of all, how do I open the second tab? And I think I understand that. So if I go somewhere like options, okay, now I have two tabs open, or two buffers, as they're called. How do I switch between buffers? Is it space? No. I thought it was something like BB or so. But if I do key leader, like, it should actually open the which thing. You know, what's it called? Which key, right? But leader doesn't open that anymore. It just goes to visual. Why the fuck? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I can click between buffers. DHH did that today. So I don't think it's a bad thing to do, is it? Yeah. I don't even know which one to look for help for. Like, is it buffer? Okay, edit the buffer from buffer list. Where am I? What is this? Okay, next buffer. Move buffer next. So B. Okay. What is this, like bracket B? Okay, let me open a third one. Options, lazy. All right. Now I have 3 buffers. So okay, I know how to go to the next buffer. I would rather like this to be on control tab. But okay. Oh wait, here. If I just press this button, okay. B next buffer, and what's previous buffer? Can also see, wait. Ah, okay, so okay, it's the bracket, the square bracket or brackets, I think, and B. All right, okay. So I'm in the editor. I do square brackets. Well, now first I need to go over. Wait. Yeah. So what if I'm in the editor and I want to switch back to the buffers thing? Like, how do I do that? Like, I mean, I could just press a file, then it opens the buffer, and then I can do square bracket B, like square bracket open or closed in B. But if I go back to the editor and now, well, I always need to go back to the, yeah, so I need to go to the file editor, then I need to press control, you know, right side or right arrow, and then I can do the buffers. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. And if I close a buffer, just Command Q. No. Also, what is this up there now? How do I get back? Well, I closed the editor, right? So maybe that's my fault. Yeah, how do I, okay, how do I close the buffer? All right, let's lost the internet. Neovim, close a buffer. It's also funny that you find so many basic questions about Neovim on the internet. I wouldn't like, yeah. BD, unload buffer and delete it from the buffer list. If the buffer was changed, this fails. Oh, you gotta write it. Okay, so you gotta do command BW. BW. Yeah, but then it closes the buffer and it doesn't go to the next buffer. Oh. That's also fun. W doesn't stand for write, but for wipe out. Okay, so you actually delete everything you've done. Or is it just, it's probably just Command W, right? No. I don't know. Hello. What's that? Okay, where I press something. Yeah. All right. Okay, I learned how to get between buffer, how to move between buffers. So how do I close a buffer? I mean, here they say, Oh, you can also, wait. The lazy Vim key maps. Let's look for buffer, key maps, general. Do they have buffer line? Delete buffers to the left, delete other buffers, toggle pin, previous buffer, move buffer, next buffer, delete non-pinned buffers. Toggle pin. So maybe this one, non-pinned buffers? No. Delete. BD. Yeah, was it BD? Did I press BD? BD. Okay, well it closed the key maps buffer, but it also didn't go to the local buffer. I mean, that's what I want. I kind of want to close the key maps, and then if I press this one, yeah, you see, like if I close a buffer like this, it actually jumps to the next buffer that is available. I don't want to. Okay, so we got B, was a D, right? That was the one. Yeah, because this one actually closes all the buffers. I mean, is that maybe because the tree thing was open? BW. Yeah, okay. I guess that's only because the key tree was open, the new tree was open. So if I, yeah, close the new tree and I close the lazy buffer, it goes to auto commands. All right. I mean, and Z is just, like, right? I mean, oh, why is this empty? Oh yeah, okay. And Z is just like Control Shift Tab and Control Tab, just as in my browser, and then it's for closing is Command W. And even if I have my file explorer open, like it just goes to the next buffer, yeah, not to the file explorer. Ah, well, my dear friends, I don't think Neovim and I are made for each other, to be honest. Like, I can appreciate it. I like many things about this. Like, I like the editor functionality, you know, that you can just say, hey, oh, and that's gonna create a new line. In the new tree, actually, that you can append or delete a file, rename it. That's pretty cool. I actually like that. I also set up my Z now. I mean, they have different key findings, but I set it up in such a way that I can also create files and repositories pretty quickly there. So that's pretty cool. I learned a lot from Neovim here, but I mean, I don't think Neovim and I will become friends, to be honest, and I'm not in the mood to spend hours on learning the basic stuff, to be honest. And you know, I could use a map, I could use a mouse, but the problem is also I don't know who to ask. I mean, yeah, I could read that book by Mitch. Thank you very much for Practical Vim. Could spend $26 on a book and then have to read it to understand a freaking editor. I mean, sorry, but come on. Yeah, I guess that's what people say. If you want to learn Neovim, you really have to sit down and learn it, kind of like a subject in school. And then eventually you will have, I don't know, a great experience. I hope, maybe. I mean, you can really customize it and everything. That's cool, you know, but I guess I was always like a point and click person, you know. I buy macOS, like I buy MacBooks because they just work. They just do, honestly. I never had any issues with Mac in like 15 years that I've been using them. I use Z, you know, I use Visual Studio Code, which was okay, but Z is pretty amazing. I tried out the split keyboard with Moonlander, you know, tried it out, honest to God, you know, did like 2-3 weeks, only Moonlander, and then I kind of got into it, and I just realized it's not for me. You know, once you get into it, and you're like, yeah, I could now continue, but where I'm going is not really where I want to be. So, yeah. I don't know. I mean, my biggest problem with Neovim is basically my keyboard layout, you know. but that has never been an issue with any other program ever before. so I'm like, come on. I mean, if there's one software in the world that should understand a different keyboard layout, it should be freaking Neovim, right? And I also looked for like Colmac plugins, whatever. Yeah, suffering me. You know, again, I appreciate it and I understand it, and I would love to be able to use it. But then again, I also don't know whether I would be more productive with this, right? I mean, I'm really freaking productive with Z, and I became even more productive because I understood, you know, you can just do much more with your keyboard. You don't need to use the mouse as often. But again, it's also like the mouse has become so natural to me, you know, that it's not an issue. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a little sad because I really thought that I could just, you know, pick up Neovim, of course, suffer through the beginning. Yeah, I learned Vim 20 years ago. That's a good one. Just go back in time. And while 20 years ago, I should also buy some property. Like, you know, what did I do? Like going to kindergarten, I should have bought an apartment instead. Yeah. Again, I really want to be able to do this, but I'm not willing to suffer through all that. Like, come on, stuff like changing a buffer. I don't know, maybe, you know, I don't even know where to look at that stuff up, right? And I could read a book, maybe it's, but I don't need to read a book about how to use Vim. I need to read a book about how to use Neovim. And that shouldn't be the case. Come on, just, I don't know, give me even a website. Just, you know, I actually looked at YouTube, you know, YouTube videos like how to get started with Neovim, and just explain to me how I can navigate through a project. How can I navigate through different buffers, right? How can I close a freaking buffer? There should not be a question on the internet that says, how do I close a single buffer in Vim, right? That is just a failed user experience right here. And this is not the first question that I've seen like that, you know. There were other questions where I'm like, something so basic, it should not be an issue. Yeah. So I think it's a user experience problem, honestly, you know. And I've already been trying lazy Vim, and once you know these shortcuts, it's fine, right? But how do I get there? How do I learn these shortcuts? And why are they so cryptic, right? I mean. And also, why can't I change to the fucking key maps here? That's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm not the one person in the world that is using Colmac, especially for people who use Neovim, right? I mean, I don't believe that 100% of Neovim users are using QWERTY or QWERTZ, you know? And then, why is it so freaking hard to set up Colmac here? This has been taking me 3 days, and it's still not working. I mean, yeah, I did some mapping wrong here. That's true. But I also had a feeling like it actually was correct. Maybe I fucked up the whatever here. I don't know. But yeah. All right. Sorry. I don't want to poop on Neovim. All right. Yeah, they have a ton of muscle memory. You couldn't use Emacs like the one other guy I work with. Yeah. Yeah, it is all muscle memory, right? And I mean, all of this is muscle memory, right? I mean, like, also just going through the tabs of a browser is muscle memory, right? It's just, for me, it's control tab and shift tab. And this way I can go back and forth. And I have the same in Z. And that makes it really easy for me to just transfer these things, right? Maybe I could set the same up in Neovim, you know, like control tab to go to the next buffer and then command. But then the problem is, because Neovim is running in iterm 2, actually if I press command W, it closes iterm. Because, you know, command W command key controls iterm, not Neovim. That's also something that I had to learn. And, you know, fine. Like, I can also use Control W, but again, that also doesn't do anything. Yeah. So. Cool. I had my experience with Neovim, you know. Yeah. Kickstart from teacher is really helping. Yeah, I use Kickstart too, but I used it at first, actually. First Kickstart and then Lazy Vim. But Kickstart didn't even have a file explorer plugin, I think. So I was like, how do I even open my files, right? And then also the other thing is, how do I search for, what was it again? Search through all the files. Yeah, search files. Wait. Yeah, well, yeah, like key maps. Oh, space. Yeah, again, my leader doesn't work. It goes to visual. Fucking hell. Files. How do I, here, find files in telescope. Well, leader space, so it's space, but my leader doesn't work. Why doesn't my leader work? Space. Maybe because of this one. Sorry. Backspace. Let me just get all of this here out of the way. Yeah, maybe this key map was just shit. So just close this thing, open it again. Okay, I think my leader works again. Yeah. All right, this is another fun thing that I realized. Actually, also now I'm in the wrong profile, so you can't see stuff here. Let me go. Okay. Oh no, don't allow full access. Go away. So the other cool thing is if I search through, because I'm in a here, I open it with Neovim. Wait, come on, quit. Thank you. Here, Neovim, and then I opened it in a particular space, right? Like Neovim config nvim. And if I do space, it searches through all the files in my complete computer. You know, it should not search through all the files on my freaking computer. Why would I want that? I'm in a freaking project. I have it open right here. And I do, well, it's going to the root directory. Yeah, great. Find files in the, okay. And I can do leader and then small f, capital F. Yeah, still same. When I was in university, I had to do all my work over SSH because my only computer was one. Yeah. Yeah, you really, I like Vim. I do like it. I mean, I open everything, like if I change any file on my system from my terminal, I always use Vim. And I like it, right? And I know how to search for something, I know how to jump to the next stuff, right? So like I like Vim, and I like everything that is in the editor here. I mean, of course, I don't like that the navigation doesn't work, but okay, I can live with that. I can use my arrow keys. It's just everything else here, like the plugin, like yeah, I don't care that it's detecting Git repositories. I opened a freaking project here. This is my current working directory, right? And if you search through a file, it should not search through my entire computer. I'm sorry, but this is just bullshit. Yeah. So I can do. Yeah, I can't even do anything about this because, like, here, find files in the current working directory. Okay, leader, lowercase f, uppercase f. Leader, lowercase f, uppercase f. And still it goes through my entire computer. Yeah. Yeah, I heard it's only for me. I don't know. Maybe. And I think that's the issue. Because when I open Neovim, I gave it a path. So maybe what I should be doing instead is go to the path first. And then run Neovim. Yes. But I mean, why? Right? Because it's the same layout. I'm opening the same files. It's just, if I give it a path, if I turn, it's just, come on. It's just all this UX bullshit. I mean, yes, well, I am not, I open it from my root directory, but I give it a path to a directory that I want to open, and it opens that directory here in my Neo tree thing, right? So this looks exactly the same. But it's not, because apparently then the current working directory is not inside here, it's my root directory. Yeah, why? Honestly. Yeah. You know what? It's just so that's the point. I do understand this. All right? Like now you know. Now I know that this is how it works. Now I know I need to go to the I need to CD to the folder and then open Neovim inside that folder. I understand that, but why? Like it's just decisions like that I'm like, come on, that's just bullshit. Like what else why else would it work that I give it a path, and why wouldn't the path become my current working directory? Yeah, it's kind of like you're holding it wrong. But I'm like, there's a sorry, I'm a little loud today. But I'm like, there's only one way of holding it, isn't there? Oh no, actually I can turn it around. Oh, that makes much more sense. But like, why in the first place? Why does it make me hold it wrong? Right? Like and the thing is, okay, I'm quite annoyed by this. I'm quite frustrated, right? And I understand maybe from your side that you think, well, this guy is just he's getting way too irritated about something like that. And I agree with you. Like maybe I'm over frustrated by this more than I should be. But there's one thing that I hate in the world, and it is when things that should be easy are not easy because for whatever fucking reason there is. Right? Like it's always like you think, well, this could work in such a way, and there's no okay, that's the point, right? From my perspective, there is no good reason why this works the way it does. And that's UX. Like if you have a user clicking a button, the user has the truth in their head. Whatever they are thinking of the current situation is what you present to them. And if you present it in the wrong way and they get the wrong impression, well, that's bad UX, right? Yeah. Thank you. Uncle Andy says, I think the answer to a lot of the why is because it's maintaining some level of compatibility with Vim, which is 50 years old. Might be, Uncle Andy. I agree, yeah, but then make a distro that just make a different distro. Maybe I'm using the wrong distro. Maybe I should use a distro that makes everything super easy, right? But I'm like, even the Neovim command, like, why, right? I mean, make it a breaking change, and then just say, well, if you add a path, that becomes now your current working directory, unless you make it an argument, right? It's just so my point about user experience is like, yeah, like if the user holds the thing wrong, your obligation as somebody who creates that software is to ask, why are you holding it wrong? Right? What made you hold it wrong? Right? And then you go there and you understand it, and you might just decide, well, the user is dumb. Okay. Like in my situation, right? I'm just not made for this. I don't want to read a whole book about how to use an editor, right? I wanna use the editor. I wanna open the editor. I wanna use a project, and then, okay, of course, like try to find out how to navigate and everything, but then just give me a cheat sheet. Like these are the 20 commands you need to navigate through a project. Right, I don't even see that here. Like, yeah, I have which key, but yeah, like it doesn't really give me much, right? I mean, okay, this is already better than anticipated. Here, like, okay, I do buffer. Wait, let me open some buffers. Also, I hate this behavior that it opens the buffer. Just keep me in the Neo tree. Okay, buffer. du. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't give me that thing where it tells. Well, I can go to 0 and 1. Whatever. Well, NV chat. Yeah, which key? I mean, that's already better than nothing. And I used that before, but then it stopped working because of my fucked up key maps, which is my fault. And I also, yeah, and then, yeah, still. But there's stuff like that. Like, how do I? So I'm in this buffer. So I go to buffer, and now how do I go to the switch to other buffer? Okay, yeah, cool. But how do I circle through the buffer? It doesn't tell me. Why wouldn't it tell me how to cycle through the buffer? Because it actually, I can do it with these keys. but apparently I can't do it from my buffer thing here. No. Buffer Explorer. Okay, now I have a Buffer Explorer. Ah, yeah, you know one. Sorry, Florian said I understand the frustration. It's really a steep learning curve. You really want to use Neovim to learn it, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you really, but again, like I'm like, why? You know, just make it easy. Just make it easy. I mean, it has all the customizability. People can always do what they want afterwards, but you know, just give me a freaking cheat sheet when you open Neovim. Like here, when you open, when you start Lazy Vim. No, I don't want to. Here, like it gives me a couple of things. You know, just give me a cheat sheet. And then also let me, like, the other thing I don't like about Lazy Vim is that here, like, you can go to, for example, key maps, right? Like, it automatically adds the default key maps, and you have no way of really changing those. Unless you override them, I guess, and then you need to do remap. But what I would like, maybe that's something that Kickstarter does. Give me the raw key map here. All of it. Don't load it from another file. Just copy that file into this file. And then I can see all the key maps there, and I can change them however, right? But by having that in a different file, I have no way of disabling any of the key maps there. I have no way of changing them. I mean, unless, again, maybe I can override them, but then I first have to find them in the other file. I have to open a freaking GitHub file to understand the key maps. To be fair, there's also the website here, you know, okay. That's also useful. But again, like, just put it in this damn file, and then I can do whatever I want with it, right? Yeah, stuff like that. And then give me a cheat sheet. Like here, this is how you navigate through a freaking project. Yeah. Shift HL. Shift HL. Nah, that doesn't work. I fucked it up. Nah, that doesn't work anything for me. Sorry. To be fair, LazyVim is meant for the experienced Vim user that has declared .files bankruptcy versus learning Neovim for the first. Okay, you're right. Yeah. Use Doom Emacs, but yeah, sometimes NV Chat feels better. Maybe it's LazyVim. Yeah. It could be many. I mean, there are other distros out there, right? Was it I heard about LunarVim. And there's also, yeah, LunarVim with sane defaults, but they all have sane defaults as well. They all think their defaults are sane, and the other ones are insane. But you know, no problem, Uncle Andy. If you want to have less delay, Twitch is always better, and then YouTube is the second best, but Twitter is the slowest. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I need to have different buffers open. Okay, and now Shift HL. No, it's still only. Is it Control HL? No, it's not. It's LazyVim. So I got actually square bracket B. This is how I can change. Yeah, that's all right. My Twitch channel is PJ Ulrich. PJ Ulrich. You don't see it on Twitter. Sorry. Twitch here. PJ Ulrich. That's me. All right. LunarVim is the worst. Which other distro are there? Wait, Neovim distros. So this guy actually tried out a bunch. Sorry. NV Chat, okay. AstroVim, LunarVim, LazyVim, final results. What is his final result? He gave a couple of, yeah, come on.
Ever since the creation of Vim in 1990,
final
all
results.
These distributions roughly have.
LazyVim has 4 hot dogs. And then NV Chat only has 3 hot dogs. So maybe that's not the best distro according to this YouTube video. NV Chat. Blazing fast config. Beautiful UI. Yeah. I don't trust this anymore. People swear it by LazyVim. Hello, Andy from Twitter. Uncle Andy. Yeah. Docker install features docs. Well, guys, this has been an experience, and yeah. So what do we do now? Cycling tab is H and L. I wish I could screen share. No worries. I know what you mean, Andy. So not H, then L, just Shift H. Yeah, so for me it's Control actually. Control H, Control L. But they only go between Neo tree and the buffer. Yeah. But again, I have the key maps in place, so technically, well, but yeah, it might be Control is for window. Yeah, exactly, for the different windows. Shift H. No. What is the thing you want to do? I want to use Neovim. But I mean, I already have these here for the buffer, so that's okay. I would actually remap them to Control Tab. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. And then Control Shift Tab also doesn't seem to be doing anything. So I would actually remap them to that. Here we do that here. So let's do a normal mode. We have, what's that? Control. How do I do multiples? Let's look at the lazy Vim. Here, the key maps. Can I have more than one? So I want to do, okay, let's just do Control Tab. Is that somewhere here? Here, Tab, okay. Oh, actually, it has that in LazyVim, but I need to do leader control tab. I just leader tab L, leader tab F. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to map Control Tab to next buffer. So that would be, can I just do Control? How do they write it here? Like I know the open bracket C, capital C, that's Control, but I don't think I can use that in combination with another. Oh, I can do this. Okay, I can do C and then tab, I guess. Well, in normal mode. And then that would become what is a mapping, right? Here, command buffer next. Okay, now I yank and I add another. And now if I do C, shift, does it have shift in here somewhere? Yeah. I just write shift, does that work? Okay, I don't know, let's try this one. So I have C tab and C shift tab. And then I have a command B next, CR, whatever that means, command B previous CR. Okay, so let's open a bunch of things. And now if I do, what is a Control Tab? Well, maybe I need to close Neovim. So let me, lazy, no. carriage return. All right, so enter. Yeah, okay. So I open a couple of tabs. And let's see. Nope. That did not work. Okay. Oh. Okay, a Neovim shift key map. Here, control shift key. This guy said, the problem is terminal emulators don't recognize control shift codes unless we tell them how to. Okay. So. Wait, what? So, say where the... CS... Yeah. So the first step is to choose the character we want to map. So J, for example. Then look up the decimal value of the capitalized Unicode character. Of course, why wouldn't I? The decimal value for J is 74. Use the Wikipedia page. Okay, once you found the value, we need to tell our terminal emulator how to recognize the code and translate it into something a Neovim can understand. Add the following line under the mapping section in your Alacrity JML. No. Nah, I don't care. All right, guys. This has been not fun, but interesting. You know, I'm gonna take a break now because in 40 minutes the of course. Thank you, Kasper, for joining in. You know what? You can all be privy to what I'm about to do, which is brew, uninstall, Neovim. There you go. Okay. That has been it. Thank you all very much for joining in to my Neovim exploration. I think I'm very happy with Zed. And maybe in the future I will come back, but probably not. So until then, I would say if you want to enjoy another really, really amazing live stream, I can highly recommend the live stream now with Jose Valim. He's gonna talk in 40 minutes from now. Let me just hear. He probably tweeted about it. Yeah, here. So it's, where is it? Yeah, Elixir WebRTC. Elixir-webrtc.org, and you can press on watch, and he will talk in 40 minutes. And this is a whole week. They have a whole week of live streams. So today Jose will talk about what the projects that never were. So projects he started but they never actually finished through or followed through, or finished at least. So that's going to be interesting. And then tomorrow we have Mateusz. He's going to talk about the Boombox, which is a very nice wrapper around membrane for audio and video processing. And then we have Chris McCord on Wednesday. And these times are all 7 p.m. European standard. So yeah, that is Chris McCord. And Wednesday, and then on Thursday we have Jonathan, the creator of Livebook and many others. He's also working with Elixir and and Bumblebee. And then Friday, we have my good friend and ex-colleague, Philippe. He's going to talk about real-time systems using Elixir at Supabase. Because Supabase, they have a real-time solution that Philippe built together with one or two other engineers. And yeah, he has shared some details about that with me, and it's really, really interesting. So I can highly recommend his talk as well on Friday. But yeah, today, Jose will talk. So, I mean, come on, you know, why would you not listen to Jose talk? If you have the time. So yeah, in 40 minutes approximately, he's gonna be live. And it's going to be streamed here on Elixir WebRTC. So just go to elixir-webrtc.org and then you will see it. Look, they even have a stream, like a chat window, you know, some test. And yeah, I will see you on that stream later. Thank you all very much for listening to me ramble on and be frustrated about Neovim. I wish this had a different outcome, but you know, sometimes life is how it is, and I have other things to do than read documentation. Yeah, but yeah, still, I appreciate Neovim a lot. I wish we were made for each other, but I don't think we are. But I can understand why people love it, and I would say it's just my fault and it's a skill issue, 100%. But I'm okay with that. Alrighty. So I will see you soon. Again, I don't know yet when I will live stream again. Let me know what you would like to see in as my next project. Although we still have the Live Your Native project, we could also continue with that. But if you want to see something different, like I've been working a lot with nerves recently. I've been playing around a lot with little Raspberry Pi Zeros and sensors and everything. So if you want to watch me build something with nerves, let me know. And I will be happy to. But you know, if you have something else that you would like me to explore, then just let me know as well. All right, that has been it. Thank you all for joining for today, and see you next time.